guys, Cal, Nowhere Drive 229 here. Of course, D behind the camera.
What up, what up?
My guy Jed is in here. He got us this beautiful CLA45 to review. 355 horsepower, 327, 330 pound-feet of torque, somewhere around there. 2.0 liter, 4-cylinder, turbocharged at 26.1 PSI boost. Stock. That's crazy. So, we're gonna walk around and show y'all a little bit about it. First of all, I'm gonna let D talk about the exterior because he likes it more than I do.
Alright.
So,
I think I should already do the exteriors, by the way. That's my thing. Alright, first of all, check out the wheels. Typical AMG wheels with the red caliper. I like it. I like how they sit. Normally, I would want the blacked out wheels, especially on the white car with the black panoramic. But I like these. Look very AMG-ish. I can rock with it. What are these? 18s. So 235s. Kind of skinny, but it's a little car. So it's right. You got the real carbon fiber. I don't know if it's real carbon fiber, but look carbon fiber. I like that. The front looks Mercedes. So from the front, I would say this car looks nice from the front, right? Yeah. It looks expensive. It does. You know what I'm saying? It looks nice. AMG, turbo, AMG, carbon fiber, panoramic roof. We're gonna get that going back for y'all, but you know.
By the way, they wasted no time with the badging. They made sure they put AMG all over this car.
Oh yeah.
Even on the wheels, it says AMG.
AMG all over it. AMG. Now the back is where me and Calvin differ right now. So I like the back. The back looks cool, especially at night with the LED lights. To me, Mercedes always kills the tail lights with the LED light, especially on a white. On a white Mercedes with the AMG light, it kills it. I like the back. Carbon fiber diffuser. I like it. But I'm gonna let Calvin tell y'all what he think.
So I'm probably a little biased on it, simply for the fact that if you guys have seen it, I did a review on the CLS550. That was one of my parents' cars, and the reason I have an issue with this back is because it looked like somebody took a CLS550 and just chopped off the back of it. It looks like something like drove up behind the back of a CLS550 and took a bite out of his butt, and you got the CLA45. That's what it looks like to me. I don't like the back of it too much. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's one of the better looking cars on the road, considering what's on the road. But for my money, I don't like the back of it. The front and the side look good. The size of it. The interior is even cool. I don't like the back. That's the only thing I don't like about the car. I don't like the back. I think maybe because if you look at it from the side, see how it's kind of sunken in? I don't really like that too much. Maybe that's the issue I have with it.
Side angle?
Yeah, it's kind of sunk in. I don't like that.
I got you.
But I do like the LED lights. I agree with you on that. The LED tail lights look really good at night. I do agree on that 100%. All right, what you feeling on the interior, bro?
Interior, when I first hop in, it doesn't hit me in the chest with AMG, you know what I'm saying? But like this leather, these seats are kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie.
I wish they had done more with this headrest. Yeah. I feel like this headrest should have had like AMG or CLA45 or something stamped on it. Yeah. This looks too generic, but I do like the red stitching.
The red stitching, it's alright, but it's cheap red stitching. It's not AMG. Like this looks kind of like
it's not
nice Camaro stitching.
Yeah.
And this, what is this? Suede cloth? What is this?
Alcantara.
Is it Alcantara? It doesn't hit me in the chest, bro. This looks kind of I mean, this was made in 14, but still, it's all right. I guess this feels nice. Okay, it's pretty nice. Yeah. I don't like this. I ain't gonna lie.
It looks like an afterthought. It really does. It looks like somebody built it and forgot that the screen wasn't there and was like, oh, bro, stick it up there.
Let's put the screen in there. Now the steering wheel's dope. Yeah. I like the steering wheel.
The steering wheel is really nice, and it feels really good too.
Yeah.
It feels really, really good. It's got 200 on the dash.
200.
Let's go ahead and point that out.
Yep. I do like this. Now I like this AMG.
That's dope. I do like that. Actually, you know, let me pop the hood because I think so. Before I pop this hood, I'm gonna say a lot of your AMGs, or most of them, they'll have like a transcription of who built that engine on them. And I'm curious to see if the CLA45 sticks with that code.
Because AMG's supposed to be hand built, right?
There it is.
Oh my God, let's see who built this one.
And his name is Jerome. That's a brother. Black dude built this.
Jerome with Waffles built this engine.
Shout out to Jerome. Big ups Jerome. I don't know too many people that ain't black named Jerome, bro.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's not black.
I don't know, like it ain't even on Family Guy. Jerome was the black guy, remember?
Yep. Know each other? Peter, Jerome is an old boyfriend of mine.
What? Oh, sorry, I was out of it. Wait, are we being robbed?
He black. Black dude built this. We claiming this, bro. Black dude built this. All right, we're gonna go and shut that. But yeah, it's clean. I mean, it's dope. I want to see how it drives though.
Yeah, okay.
That's the part that matters. Oh,
yeah, that's Jed.
Alright, so this is my guy Jed. So how we actually met, he actually follows us on the channel, commented on a couple videos. I was up here with one of my homeboys at Roswell Mitsubishi, as you can see, checking out some cars, and he runs out, he's like, oh, that's Cal. He recognized these, so we're like, you know, this my boy. So if y'all want to buy a car, y'all in the Alpharetta area, Atlanta area, period.
Roswell, y'all see it.
Mitsubishi.
Jed,
Yeah.
holla at him, buy something from him.
Yeah.
Super cool cat, by the way. Super cool. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hop in. All right, so let's go and get out here and see what this thing will do. Give it the full beans.
Full beans.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice, that's nice.
I
Little
got
burble,
some torque.
crackling
It got a little pop. I like that.
Popcorn action.
It pulled out harder than I thought. It's a little lag though. There's a little
There was
lag.
a lag. Like I
There's
saw
a
you push your foot
lot
down.
of lag, yeah.
And I was like, is it gonna go?
Yeah,
Power
it was
in
a
it?
lot of lag,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of doubting if it had any power at first. I'm like, whoa, is this thing gonna move? Maybe I went in the right gear. Maybe let's try.
But yeah, so what do people think about buying this car? What do you think about the 26 PSI? Because just hearing that sounds kind of
AMG's smart. AMG's not gonna put out nothing that's gonna blow up. You know what I mean?
right.
AMG kind of has a somewhat of a rep to maintain when it comes to reliability.
Right.
They do. But when you hear 26 PSI, you probably shouldn't be tuning this car. Like, you know how most times you can get like something that's turbocharged like an M3, M4, CLS550, CLS63, slap a tune on it, up your PSI, you know, do more damage. I can't say I would suggest doing that in this car. Cause you're looking at a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder already with 26.1 PSI boost.
Yeah. A lot of cars aren't like at their limit from the factory.
Right. This car
AMG
feels like
squeezed a lot out of this.
But it's impressive the amount of power they got out of it now. I will say that.
Yeah.
Considering that, you know, it is a 2.0 liter engine. It's, you know, it's literally like almost half the size of the motor that's in a Toyota Camry, the V6 Camry.
Did you know at the time of release, I'm not sure if this is still true, but in 2014, this was the fastest 2-liter car ever produced, like 4-cylinder car, like stock ever produced.
I believe it. It's quick.
Yeah.
It is quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's 355 horsepower.
Yep.
That's nothing
that
to
figure
sneeze
was
at.
the most powerful 4-liter ever produced at the time. I don't know about now. But
It's nothing to sneeze at, for sure.
pretty cool. Which Jed, do you know how much this car is? Like this one?
About 40.
About 40. So
Handles well.
for $40,000, you know, for a used one, or even, you know, for a brand new one, I think at about 60. What are you thinking? Like, would you spend your money elsewhere? Or what do you think?
So at 40K, I wouldn't say it's a bad buy.
Okay.
Because it looks good. It is an AMG.
Right.
It's not the Mook,
No.
but it is an AMG.
It's the Mook of its segment.
It is. It handles well. It looks good. It's got red seatbelts.
It has rear seatbelts.
It's got 200 on the dash.
It has two things you cannot.
At any point, if you get in the car and you got 200 on the dash and red seatbelts, who questioning you?
Bro, you cannot
Bro,
sneeze.
who's coming at you, bro?
You cannot sneeze at 200 on the dash, bro, or red seatbelts.
You got red seatbelts, 200 on the dash. You kind of the man.
Like, I'm literally getting rid of the Audi simply because it doesn't have red seatbelts and doesn't have 200 on the dash.
They got it.
Used at 40K, this is, yeah, I'm cool with this at 40K.
So used at 40K, you can get this. You can get an M3. You can definitely get an E92.
Yeah.
You can get a Vet, kind of.
Yeah.
It's hard, by the way.
Yeah.
But they're starting. You might have to go 45 to get a Vet Stingray.
Right. But see, here's the thing with something like this over like E92, and you guys know I love. I'm gonna hit this curve real quick. Hold on. It's still progressive. It's very linear though.
Right.
Like once that turbo actually spools up and hits you, it's still linear, and it pulls all the way to red line.
What is red line, by the way, just for the viewers?
Like 60, 62.
6200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's got the little thing that's telling me if I'm going into another lane. It kind of vibrates and tells me, hey, nigga, straighten up. But
How that gas looking up straight?
yeah, I'm finna go to a gas station like immediately. But no, what I was saying is, the thing about these cars is that they kind of appeal to a different type of crowd. Like I love the E92, don't get me wrong.
Right.
For the money, if you want a driver's car, pretty hard to beat it.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, but this is for the cat that wants to look a little smoother.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't trying to make all that noise. He ain't trying to be doing all that. He ain't going no track. This cat is chilling. He want to ride around town, look good, and pull up on a few people on the highway. That's who this is for.
Right.
This ain't for the type of cat that's going to road Atlanta every other weekend when he's at work. That ain't for him.
Right.
So this is a totally different crowd. This is like towards, like when I imagine this car, I see the type of cat that's like, you know, maybe a young college grad, He want to stunt. He want to feel good about himself. He just accomplished something. He can afford a $40,000 car now. That's what I see in this car. I don't see it like, you know, E92 is a car that it has a small buyer. You know, it's a very small amount of people that want an E92. You got to be into like really driving cars to really want an E92. I think at least.
This has a much broader appeal.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my wife would like this car. But my wife does not like the E92 that much.
No, heck no, bro. But my fiance is not driving that joint, bro.
You know,
She's not driving no E92. She loves it because it's my car. But if I was like, Chris, you want to drive this E92 tonight? She'd be like, no. Like, nigga, I'll take the bus.
So competition-wise, like direct comp, as far as German competitors, you got the 335 maybe? Like what? Because I would say that the C-Class
335 doesn't handle like this though. At all.
What about the all-wheel drive one? Still doesn't handle like this?
No. Because this feels a whole lot tighter. The 335, like, you can tell it's not an M car. It's a good car in its segment, but I feel like this handles a little better. I mean, I don't know any, you know, track specs on which one really faster, but no, this is
this is tight. So it does. The steering feels AMG level.
Oh yeah, The steering is good. It's really good. It's real direct. Like, there's not a lot of play in the steering wheel. And it's probably because I'm in sport mode too. But yeah, there's not a lot of play in the steering wheel. It feels good. It's dope.
12.8 mile trap speed. I mean 12.8 trap speed 110 on this.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's really not bad at all.
I'm not sure what you could do. That's the thing about this car. Like, what can you do? Can you put downpipes in this car?
You probably could do little stuff like that. Yeah, like downpipe, maybe an intake. I haven't seen much about modifying these cars.
I mean, the boost is so high.
Yeah. It's got a strong pull though, and it handles really well. It definitely feels like a baby, but an AMG nonetheless. Transmission is very responsive. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Downshift, they just stand. Yep. I want to say that too. I want to give AMG credit for that. They come a long way with their transmissions. Because the transmissions in those old C63s was trash.
Bad.
Trash. It was not responsive. It was not responsive on its own or on your Accord. Nope. You can pull the paddle. It was like, whatever, bro. I'm not doing that. Like, nah, bro. I'm not shifting down. I'm not
Remember
shifting
when me and you test drove that one? Like, I was literally trying to shift and it was like, no, wait.
Right.
Okay, now you can
like
shift
30 minutes later, it shifted.
Cause don't even try to do no double thing, bro.
Nah, you ain't doing it. Like, nah, but they've come a long way. Like, this thing here is downshifting and upshifting just as I needed to. Like, when I start slowing down, it starts dropping again. When I speed up, it's right there ready to downshift and put me back in where I need to be. It's nice, man. AMG, you gotta give them credit for that. So I'm gonna try to drop back and see if I can get a good one, so I can show y'all what I mean. So, alright. So when I hit this car, right, see how the shifts, they hit you. They hit you pretty good.
And they sound good.
I love that pop in between.
Oh yeah.
It's strong. It's a nice strong shit. That's what I like about my car is when every time I hit a gear, I get that little kick. It's fun.
Yeah.
And you can also, you know, you can tone it down when you ain't trying to do all that.
Right.
I had a girl in the car and she ain't trying to be doing all that all the time. Right. And trying to put on makeup and you got to stab herself in the eye.
Verbal crazy.
Oh yeah. It handles.
It feels kind of uneasy though, or is that just me?
It was.
Thank you. Kind of uneasy, didn't it? I like it. What's going on right now, bro?
So look, I won't lie to you. It's not. It's not as stable as I wanted it to be. It handles well, but it's not as planted as it needs to be. It kind of hopped around a little bit.
No, bro. I was like,
it did. Hey, bro. But I heard y'all get quiet. The whole car. Everybody was like, "Yeah, the car is."
Oh man.
All right, I will let you drive this thing. I had to hit it one time around that curve, and I saw a gap. I had to exploit it. You ever shopped at Aldi, bro? Nah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
But that stuff is crazy cheap.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see what this thing gonna do, man. Oh, we gotta get into space. I can somewhere here. Left. Yeah, it does take a long time.
Yeah.
Like it never spooled up in time for me to.
It's laggy.
For me to feel it.
It is laggy.
Now that might bother you. So if, you know, for this review, one of the big things is not the transmission, but the turbo lag is kind of bad. It's like couple seconds, not couple seconds.
It is laggy. But you gotta think, okay, so you're talking about a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. So it's naturally on its own, it's not making much power.
Yeah.
So it's all based off of the turbo spooling up.
Yeah. All forced induction. C7 behind us, by the way. You think I can pull up on them?
Come on, dude.
What you think, YouTube? You think I can pull up on this C7 behind us?
No. I think you you should stay in another lane and let him go and buy this
Bro, I
beer.
might can pull up on the C7. Is it a Z06? I can't tell.
Nah, it's a Stingray.
Okay, it's a Stingray, so I might can get them in. You know, if I shift, you know, put it in the right.
Go ahead, do it.
And
Go ahead. The handling, the ride, everything about this car is just smoother than something like a 911 or a M3 or something. It's just a lot smoother of a car. Like I said, I think this car is kind of a middle ground.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your fun daily driver, essentially.
This is like you said, like you want to drive a car every day, but have some fun. You know, pull up to a business meeting. You know, hop out in a suit, tie.
Yep.
But then go to a back road and
have a little
some fun. It might be bumpy. That was kind of rough right there. What we just experienced. I don't know. Your nerves might be bad after this.
What you think, Jed? How you feel about this car, man?
I like this car. I mean, I wouldn't get it personally. I feel like it's more of a girl's car. But I like it though.
It does look a little girly. It's like
Especially in
something
white.
it's something you get for your girl.
Yeah.
And then you take out every now and again.
All right, let's see what it do on the highway, y'all. Let this car go in ahead a little bit. Ain't nobody really behind me like that. Well, there is a Civic, but if I'm View Civic, they'll be okay.
Don't worry about no Civic, bro.
Hey man, you alright? You alright? I took off. I put the gas. I hit the gas a long time ago, but you know, okay, hit it. I ain't gonna take the curve like Calvin. Okay, here we go.
It held that good, man.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. It held that good.
But you just now? Oh yeah, because I wasn't giving the gas. Okay, so I'm driving. It ain't hitting me in the chest when I'm driving it. I want the very next exit, right?
Yeah.
Man, this thing got some power, bro.
Yeah. It's sliding.
This thing pull, bro.
It's sliding. It's sliding. That's the word I would use.
It ain't pulling, it's sliding.
It's sliding.
Man, it's nice. It's a nice car to drive. It got a nice pull to it. It handles decently. Man, it handles decently, bro.
Okay, bro.
It handles better than like any other average car on the road.
Yeah. But for an AMG,
It's the
like
baby AMG, man.
okay, so this or M2. You know the M2 is gonna kill this in him. I know you know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shut up.
I just killed your whole argument. Because
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is what they compared it to.
Yep, and the M2 kills it.
Yeah, nah. No.
Even the R3 probably kills this.
I don't know, bro. I don't trust Audi for nothing.
Whatever.
I don't trust Audi to hit me in the chest with anything they make.
I like this car, but I wouldn't buy it. I agree with you. Definitely my 40K is going somewhere, and definitely my 60K is definitely going somewhere else. For a new one.
For 60K, this is out of the question.
But even
For 60K, I'm going M2 every day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah. This is disappointing because I feel like before this started, I like this car more than you.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, you probably like it more than me.
It's fun to drive. It's genuinely fun to drive. Like, if this was like my little daily car, I'd be happy, bro. It's like, this is smooth, but it still handles good. It sounds good. It's fun. It's a nice, fun, small car. I still don't like the back of it. The back of it's still ugly.
It's a nice, laggy, semi-bad handling car with all-wheel drive. I mean, that's been a review. I think it's a nice car. If you're a true performance guy, like me personally, I probably wouldn't buy it. But if you're getting into your first kind of maybe luxury performance car, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A younger person maybe, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a good car for you.
It's like I said, I like it. I think it pulls well, looks good, sounds good. Handling is not bad. It's probably because I'm so used to, I know my car, I'm so used to pushing the car. Like I'll go to the track and beat on the car all day long. Whereas this, I probably wouldn't. I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't take this to the track. I wouldn't feel as confident in this car as I would in something like an M3. Even the F80 M3s I've driven, I felt more confident in it. I will say that. But for the person who just hitting town, riding around, pulling up on people, because it's got some nice pull now. It'll move. I like it's dope. Jay said he don't like his girl car.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, if you guys know anybody or if you personally need a vehicle, come see me. If you bring me somebody, I'll give you $100 cash.
He dropping dimes on them, bro.
I'm gonna start bringing
Big
those.
man, I know I'm about to start bringing.
$100, that's more than I made all week.
$100 cash.